on a beautiful Omani night. Look at you, you're really gorgeous. Come in.
Mother, do you have a minute to spare?
Of course, Aisha. What's wrong?
Nothing is wrong, Alhamdulillah. But you know, your opinion matters a lot to me.
Glad to hear that. Tell me.
Well, Mom, you know that I'm so interested in interior designing, and I've come across a very interesting summertime job, which is offered by a very respectful office.
Okay, that's interesting. Let me look at the ad, please. It's not so clear. I think you should ask them about the internship conditions. Be them your duties, what will they offer you, how long is it gonna be, and of course not to forget mentioning the payment.
Internship? What does it mean, Mother?
Internship is the time a student or trainee spends working in an organization, sometimes without even being paid, in order to gain some work experience.
Aha! Now I understand. So what shall I do?
Well, their email is written beneath, so why don't you write them an email to ask about the job before you apply for it?
Well, I've never written a similar email before. I send informal emails to my friends all the time, but I guess this one should be different, isn't it?
Yes, of course. But that won't be a problem, Aisha. I'll explain it to you. Let's first sit down. Well, you're really lucky. The English Insights book will help us a lot. So let's look at the English Insights workbook. What we need is to look at page 70, task 3. Here we have a letter of application. It is different from the informal letters that you are used to writing. So let's break it into its main sections.
Dear Sir, Madam.
So, it is very important to open the letter or the email with the name of the person you are writing to. Dear Mr. So-and-so or Dear Mrs. So-and-so. Yet, if you don't know the name of the person, then you will start it with Dear Sir/Madam, or you can use to whom it may concern.
I am interested in applying for the post of summer assistant at your campsite.
As you can see, the beginning of the first paragraph of such a letter or an email should start by giving the purpose of writing. That is, why are you writing this letter or this email? I would like to drive your attention to the phrase, I am interested in applying for blah blah blah. This phrase is a very good choice for the purpose of this letter. Why? As we will learn later, the person who wrote this letter has the interest of applying, but wants to have some things clarified first.
As advertised in the local newspaper this week.
So, it is advisable to add some background information about where and when you have come across the position. Why do you think is this a good idea? Take some time and think about it. You can even discuss it with your family. Yes, you are absolutely right. This piece of information would make your letter sound more professional, as it is more specific. Moreover, Many companies find this piece of information important because it helps them in taking future decisions on their advertising methods.
I am in my final year at high school and will be going to university to study leisure management next year. As a result, I am keen to gain experience in the leisure industry and would value the opportunity to work for your company.
As we can see, Sarah has given some background information about herself. Yet, she was specific here too. Well, simply, when writing a similar letter, you'll need to put in mind that companies receive tons of application letters every day. So, you really need to convince them that your letter is worth answering. And this is exactly what Sarah did. That is because she gave the specific background information that makes her keen or interested in this particular position. Mostly, this type of information will be related to one's education, interests, previous job experiences, and so on and so forth. Therefore, for this particular section, I advise you to give the pieces of background information that tells the company why are you interested in this particular position. So think deeply and think wisely.
However, I would be grateful if you could give me further details about the position.
So, as Sarah has shown the receiver in the previous section that she is seriously interested in the position, it is the right time for her to seek clarification on certain aspects of it. And here, let's consider the power of words. The word, however, reveals that Sarah is really interested in the position. Nevertheless, her decision will be affected greatly by the answers she'll receive. And this will leave us with 3 different scenarios. She's happy and she will apply formally. She's still not sure and may ask some further questions, or her interest is killed and she won't take any further step. And here, I should take you back to her introduction when she said, I am interested in applying for. So, the interest is there, but it can be taken in different directions depending on the answers that she'll get.
Firstly, could you tell me what basic duties of a summer assistant would be? I would particularly like to know which aspect of the job would involve contact with the guests. Furthermore, would you mind informing me how long the contract will last and whether there would be opportunities for me to learn about how the business is run? Finally, could you let me know when the interviews for this position will be held?
In this section, Sarah is adding all the points that she seeks further details and clarification on. She achieved that by using some linking words like firstly, furthermore, and finally. Using linking words effectively is part and parcel of being a good writer, so make sure that you do use them well.
I look forward to hearing from you in the near future.
In this section, you end your email or letter with a summary sentence like, I look forward to hearing from you.
Yours faithfully, Sarah.
Finally, you should sign off the email or letter with an appropriate expression and your name. And do not forget that the appropriate expression should be formal. Such expressions are like kind regards, best wishes, yours, and yours is actually used in both formal and informal letters.
Opinion, Mother. I'll go and write my email now.
Let me have a look at it once you finish.
I will. Love you, Mom.
And Aisha, do not forget to use appropriate language when writing your email. You should use full forms and never short forms. You also need to use full sentences and correct punctuation. This is the end of part 1. See you soon in part 2. Best wishes in your studies, Shada Al Khalili.